Now to the latest in campaign 2014. Tomorrow, voters in Rhode Island and Massachusetts will be heading to the polls. They'll be voting in several key races, including 3 mayoral primaries: Providence, Warwick, and Cumberland. WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi has been tracking all the big races. Ted, obviously the biggest mayoral races in Providence.
That's right, Mike. And let's go right to the list of candidates that Democratic primary voters will see on tomorrow's ballot. With Angel Taveras, the incumbent, running for governor, 3 are vying for the Democratic nomination to succeed him as Providence mayor: law professor Jorge Elorza, city council president Michael Solomon, and activist Chris Young. But this race has really become all about someone who isn't running in the primary, and that's Buddy Cianci, who will be on the November ballot as an independent. Solomon has argued he has the experience and the campaign infrastructure to take on Cianci, but Elorza argues that as a member of the city's growing Latino population, he can put together a voter coalition Cianci couldn't beat. Both of them big supporters of outgoing Mayor Angel Taveras, and this one expected to be quite close.
All right, that's Providence. Let's move to Warwick. Scott Avedisian's been at City Hall now since the year 2000. He's getting it from both sides.
Absolutely. Scott Avedisian, a lot of criticism of taxes, and he's been in there now for 14 years. And let's take a look at this. This is the Republican primary for Warwick Mayor. Scott Avedisian, a longtime mayor there, facing Stacia Petrie. She is running an energetic campaign, and she says it's time for Avedisian to go after 14 years. Now, Avedisian's built up a big get-out-the-vote operation in Warwick during his decade and a half in the top job down there, and he's been campaigning quite a bit, but Republican primary turnout usually low. Perhaps as few as 2,000 voters will take part in that Republican primary in Warwick. So Petrie's campaign hopes her small but energized band of supporters could deny Avedisian that nomination.
All right, Cumberland Mayor Dan McKee is vacating his office. He's running for lieutenant governor, so that's a key race there.
That's especially key, Mike, because there are no Republican or independent candidates for Cumberland mayor. So the winner of tomorrow's Democratic primary will almost certainly become the next mayor of Cumberland. And here are the 3 vying for mayor in the Democratic primary up in Cumberland: former town councilman Daniel Alves, town councilman Manuel DaCosta, and town councilman William Murray. Now, Murray's had a big financial advantage in the race. He's seen as fairly similar to outgoing Mayor Dan McKee. DaCosta, on the other hand, running as a candidate who wants changes, and Alves, like Murray, also highlighting his experience. So lots to watch in these cities and towns tomorrow, Mike, and we'll have it all on WPRI.com.
All right, Ted Nesi, thank you very much. And please stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of campaign 2014. Coming up new at 6 tonight, we analyze some of the key races to keep a close eye on tomorrow night. And you can count on Eyewitness News and WPRI.com for complete, in-depth coverage on primary day. We're going to have live reports throughout the day and live updates all evening long after the polls close. And for all the vital information you need to know before heading to the polls tomorrow, head over to our website, WPRI.com. That's where you'll find our voters guide and much more.